I came to the Oscars for Wicked, but I stayed for the Bond girls. We're talking about some of the most iconic theme songs in movie history, but let me tell you, they were tough songs to sing. The vocals, not exactly perfect, but the challenge of these songs is undeniable. So let's break it down. First up, we have Lisa, Blackpink's own Lisa, who made history as the first K-pop artist to perform at the Oscars. To be honest, I wasn't really feeling her vocals here. Live and Let Die was written by Paul and Linda McCartney for the James Bond film in 1973 of that same name. It is not an easy one to perform. It's big, it's dramatic, it's a mix of rock and orchestral power that requires some serious vocal control. Lisa's performance didn't quite hit the mark for me. You could feel that they were trying to distract from her just standing there and singing by giving us a choreographed number with all these dancers, and you're like, whoa, whoa. The other two vocalists didn't get that same treatment. So why all the extra pizzazz for Lisa, but then Doja and Raye were just left to stand there and deliver? It made the performance feel a little off balance. While Lisa's presence was pretty strong, it didn't quite deliver the intensity that the song requires. Next up, Doja Cat, who tried to take on Diamonds Are Forever. I will say this, she gave it her all, but this song is no joke. It is so smooth, so intricate, and it requires a level of control that's tough to maintain. I didn't see a lot of dimension in Doja's voice, and I could hear the strain in some of these big notes. She definitely brought her signature vibe, and her attitude, her stage presence, incredible. But the song itself really challenged her vocals. And then we have Raye, who took on Skyfall. There's no denying she has the chops, but again, this is an insanely tough song to pull off. It's dramatic, it's emotional, and let's be honest, we all just hear Adele when we hear Skyfall. Adele has already sang Skyfall at the Oscars before. Raye gave it a valiant effort, but I could feel her struggling to hit those rich, deep notes that make this song so powerful.
Let the sky fall as it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together.
It just didn't have the same impact. Skyfall has this monumental presence, and it's really difficult to capture that intensity, especially when we're all so familiar and so recently familiar with Adele's version. It just wasn't setting Raye up for success. Now I have to admit, when this James Bond medley started, I was a bit confused. Why was this happening when there was no new Bond movie on the horizon? It felt like a cool tribute to Bond, but I couldn't quite understand the relevance to the Oscars this year. Unless they were announcing a new Bond actor, it just felt like a Bond moment with no real tie-in to anything related to this last year in film. This wasn't just a performance, it was a moment, a love letter to the legacy of Bond music and the legendary voices that have carried it over the years. I just wish I could actually have heard those legendary voices. Lisa and Doja brought something fresh, but the songs themselves were so difficult to pull off, and vocally, they didn't quite get there for me. Raye had solid moments, like that one end note that she just powered through. Impressive, and honestly, I couldn't tell if the audience was giving her a standing ovation or the entire moment, but Cynthia Erivo deserved the standing ovation, and she got it. If you'd like to see my reaction video to that, go check it out. What did you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more vocal breakdowns.